And Rich Trapper tapping in, TNN Trap News Network. You feel me?
Rich Trapper.
The homie wanted you to whitelist this shit too.
Who?
Rich Trapper.
Rich Trapper?
He be reacting to your shit.
Today, our Trapper tapping in, TNN Trap News Network. We back in action with another reaction video. Back in the stain. Like, cracking the stain, man. Like, comment, subscribe for more. That's good. Contiano, we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. Get into that if you ain't got into that, man. My newest single, Your Love Ain't For Me, is out now. Get into that if you ain't got into that, man. Your Love Ain't For Me is out now on all streaming platforms. Get into that if you ain't got into that. As well as these live disposable cartridges, live resin disposable cartridges made by Tasty. Make sure you get into these, man. Good gelatos, that flavor. Live cannabis, derived terpenes, premium category 3 distillate. Get into that if you ain't got into that. Plus, Signature Honey Cigars. Shout out to T.I. Shout out to Signature Honey Cigars. Get into that if you ain't got into that. Y'all hold on real quick. Lay down, dog. My bad, y'all. I had something boiling on the stove, and before who I burnt, make sure I went and handled that real quick because don't nobody want no burnt food. Yeah, man, get into that if you ain't got into that. And we give away $500. 50,000 subscribers, we're going to give away $500. Drop a comment because the top commenter, I don't know, how y'all want it, bro? Let me know. Y'all want the best comment to get a $50 cash app, the top commenter to get a $50 cash app? Are we splitting it down the middle? How do y'all see this being fair? Y'all let me know how y'all see this being fair, man. We're going to split this good, chili on it. We got Adam22 responding to Figmunity World saying that they caused the breakup. We finna jump into this Contiano without no further do's or don'ts. Wait. 3. Lush just looks like he just needs to get his life together. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
I like there. And you said yesterday you want to dent a lot of speculation.
Lush looks dirty, like he doesn't shower every day.
And a lot of people are running with all kinds of narratives and being like, people are saying Figmunity is the reason why all the shows got canceled.
Brick Baby looks so high. Brick Baby looks so high. Nothing Lush is talking about does he even care about. That man right there is faded. He don't care nothing about nothing that Lush is talking about at all. At all.
Other people are saying it's because of Whack 100. Like, what do you have to say about all these false narratives? Or
what's the funniest narrative?
How could Figmunity make me?
And then he snaps in.
Do anything?
Yeah,
they can't even make their own shit happen. Like I just don't understand how that could. How could they possibly take that as a W? It makes no sense. They're out here floundering. Trell has absolutely obliterated his own fucking fan base over the last couple months. I never seen anything like it. You know. This motherfucker don't want to say anything because he know.
It's a little crazy.
He on the glazed couch and he still don't want to acknowledge it.
I haven't. No.
You got to speak on both sides.
It's a little crazy.
Brother.
It's a little crazy.
It's crazy.
With what specifically?
It's just like just what the content's going. It's really dropped in the last 6 months, man.
Say with a little bit more conviction.
It came off hot. But it was not. It didn't hold up. He had the most potential leaving here. And just overall, I would say just like podcaster skill wise, but it's two things. It's two things. What it is.
T-Rail, he do his thing though.
T-Rail,
Bullsider.
you get to him really well.
Right.
You get to him really well. And
So easy.
All right, so I'm not sure if that's Remo. If that is Remo, you're meat eating. I could be wrong if that's not Remo. If it's not Remo, I apologize, Remo, for calling you a meat eater if you're not a meat eater. But that man right there with them knee tattoos, I'm not going to get into that, has a mouthful of malice male meat right now. You are a malicious malice male meat eater, right? A malicious malice male meat muncher right now, big dog. You are vigorously and aggravatingly, you're being charged right now with aggravated meat munching. Meat riding is not a form of transportation, big dog. Meat riding is not a form of transportation, big dog. I know. You're trying to glaze the donut to keep your job. Everybody's getting fired. Shows are getting canceled. People getting removed because they ain't bringing in no content or no traction. Wooty bam. You trying to make sure that you keep that pole glazed so when it slides up in you, you good. Let it go, big dog. Let it go. Unnecessary. You're flagrant meat eater right now, big dog. Like it's unnecessary. Chill. Because what we're not gonna do is act like smacking T-Rail and we pissing Adam off. So you just add into the narrative that Adam's super cool. I don't care. Blah blah. It's not the truth, bro. T-Rail gets under his skin like a mosquito bite, brother.
Yeah, and I can understand why somebody like you wouldn't stop because I like trolling the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, once I know I can get up underneath your skin, I understand you keep poking. He keeps giving into it. You know what I'm saying? I think AD like kind of elevated past that shit. Like,
He's doing a better job. He doesn't get trolled as he does.
Yeah, he's not. You're not able to catch him. Yeah. But it's like the more you do it, you're directly influencing his actions, and he don't realize it.
I'm the puppet master. I got my hand.
I believe it goes both ways. I don't think that it's just Adam influencing T-Rail. I think that T-Rail influences Adam because Adam can't wait to bring up T-Rail at any time. Y'all see 6 in the mix. 6 can't never just not be in the mix. Y'all know 6 gotta always show her face. I know it's been a minute since y'all seen 6, but yes, 6 is still here, my rich ninja dog. All I'm gonna say is Adam is so infatuated with T-Rail that he brought his brother on there for ratings for sure.
Up his ass.
Yeah. So it's like, so when he does get up underneath his skin and he goes on a stream, he goes all the way every time.
And that's why it's funny that he's he's like gloating about the fact that No Jumper will be producing less content. It's actually a huge L for him because all of his most successful content is him commentating on No Jumper things.
He literally brought his brother onto your platform to talk bad about him, and anybody who else will talk bad about him, you brought onto your platform for like 2 months, 3 months straight. You did nothing but a complete smear campaign on T-Rail. So it seems like his infatuation is actually your infatuation. And if he's in fact addicted and infatuated with you, then you're in fact infatuated. And if he's in fact addicted and infatuated with you, you are in fact addicted and infatuated with him as well. So 2 wrongs don't make y'all right, but y'all equal though.
Yeah.
You know, he doesn't have anything to say about an FBG Buddy interview that gets 1 million views in a month or 2. You know, it's like that to him. That's kind of like worst case scenario is us moving away from the drama content because that's basically like the main thing that works on their channel. And I'm not even saying that's like exaggerated to be a dick or anything. That's just a fact. What are you saying?
No, I said you're what I mean. You're what I mean.
Yeah, you should pick up a catchphase like that and you all just say it over and over and over throughout every episode. That would probably work really great for you.
I'm honestly no, I can't. I'm honestly about to start a shout out, like a shout out counter because it said so much. I'm trying to get
shout out to some random thing.
Yeah, it's like
I love that.
I almost want to do a counter just to see how often it happens in 2 hours.
Man,
it might be nasty. I think it's nasty. You know what I'm saying? Like,
shout out to Dogs with high top fades.
Shit like that. Yeah.
I had to tell Gordy that early on. Like, hey, this isn't like a Grammy speech. You get what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
right. Just thanking everybody.
We're not thanking everybody on the show.
Right. Yeah.
You can do that.
Your mama and God, nigga.
Yeah.
Keep it pushing. Keep it simple.
That's the other thing. Like that there's so many other people, and I know you can relate.
He's a fast learner too, though.
Yeah, Gordy's great, but this is something I feel like, unless you're a cab driver, what I think that like you could relate to. When you have motion and No Jumper, right? And you wind up bringing your other people or like forming a show, a whole entire, your independent ecosystem, your Brick Baby ecosystem is now low key eating off of and dependent off of your motion over there. So when there's disruptions in the force, it affects a lot more people than just me. You know what I'm saying?
You saying you don't think T-Rail can ever evolve? Like,
machine in motion, baby. We don't never.
He can evolve.
Anything is possible, but I will say that I had a lot of faith in him doing well as a podcaster around the time that he left, and I now have no concerns about that. Like that doesn't seem like there's any chance.
It's like true distaste you have for this nigga. Like
he's just an idiot.
He's just he's just stupid.
He's just a bum.
Nah, call it what it is, bro. You calling a spade a spade. He has a true distaste for T-Rail, and you say whatever you want to say, but you really genuinely in your heart can't stand that man, and that's fine. Instead of just coming out and saying that you ain't effing with him, you always try to make it seem like you too cool for school, but big dog, nah, he got you hurt, bro. Like, it's okay, man. He did something you ain't like, man. He talked about your daughter. I can respect that. You don't like somebody talking about your kid. I can respect that 110%. But let's not act like you just don't care about it. Like, nah, bro, that's what it is.
But I have a lot of respect for the man of the house.
Goodness gracious.
I do think he's too mad to figure it out, though. Like, you ever been like lost somewhere and somebody try to give you direction? You're like, nigga, fuck advice.
Yeah.
Like, let me just be lost on my own.
But you want to know what it is that he felt like for a moment there that he was going to really be the star of the show because so many things in his life have like seemed like they were going to work and then it ultimately didn't end up working. And
I don't think it's been that bad.
Over and over and over with the Tiger thing, with the clothing store side of things, and then with the backup fig thing. So it's like privately, he is panicking because he knows that like losing this much momentum in a short period of time is like pretty unprecedented. But in the short run, he's just like
Wasn't a
acting
short
as
period
if
of time. It's been over a year.
right. But I mean, it really started to go bad like the last couple of months, and him
5 months,
silencing the
6
Reddit has
months.
been like unprecedented in terms of just like.
That was a misstep.
You
Where his mental
can't
space is.
spit in your fans' face to
that was a
that
misstep.
extent and think that you're actually going to win in the long
You
run.
gotta let them feed off you. If
the
that's
court, yeah.
if that's what's
That's
gonna
crazy.
happen, you gotta let them do that.
You
'Cause
can decide
the moment
that-
you try to silence.
You don't gotta let nobody do nothing. I'm watching the numbers. The numbers haven't dropped as far as subscriptions and all kind of stuff like that. Neither have they dropped as far as views tremendously any different than anybody else's. So when you start telling people what they need to let people do, as far as, oh, you need to let people do this, you have to let people do that, that's your method. That's how it works within your household. That don't mean that it got to work like that in everybody's household. And I don't know if that is Remo, in fact, next to Adam. But if it is Remo, bro, you have a mouth full of meat, big dog. You are a carnivore. Like, your level of meat munching right now is Tyrannosaurus level. Like, my dude. My guy, like, goodness gracious, you gigantic glizzy gobbly.
Your audience,
You
shit
accept
is, shit is nasty.
You can decide that there are
side tooth out, gang. You was winning. With
you
the
can,
side
but
tooth.
okay, you can decide that there are certain narratives that are too toxic for you to allow within your community.
For sure,
But to
yeah.
completely silence your community is
Yeah.
so fucking dumb that it's
Anybody who says anything about Adam22 can't be spoken on or won't be allowed to comment within their Reddit. So Adam22 is definitely the pot calling the kettle black because he's often and all the time telling people that they cannot say this, cannot say that, cannot do this, cannot do that within his Reddit. You say anything about him, you say anything about his wife, you say anything about certain accusations against him and blah, 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 you're going to get blocked and you're going to get spammed out and blah, blah, blah. They might even report your page. So with that being said, Adam knows about anything. He should know about people not being able to have freedom of speech because his speech ain't free, big dog.
like I don't even want to say too much about it because
a dangerous game.
I want to see him go all
When
in.
Adam does it, it's my platform. On my platform, I don't want to see that. And you shouldn't have to. On your platform, you shouldn't have to see anything you don't want to see. However, let's not act like we ain't seeing a woo out for the whoopty band.
On it,
Yeah.
so I don't even want to like scold him too much for it, but it's pretty shocking from
It
my
is
perspective.
stupid.
You know,
You're stopping the current.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And
So
all
what
it's
are
going to
they
do is drive
filtering
people
out?
to another platform that you don't have any control over, which
To
we've
the
seen.
people that's new to Reddit.
I'm a
think that
BOF2
also,
reg.
Like, with him, what I noticed is one of the biggest, most appealing things about Trell was that he was so nonchalant and was like, "Motherfucker, I don't give a fuck," and he would be able to laugh things off so well. So to see him actually,
I don't see as much of that anymore.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But to see him
that's
get
why we
rattled.
enjoy- yeah.
But to me, that was the coolest thing about him. I was like, damn. I remember he'd be sipping wine on the news, just turning oranges in the chat.
This nigga put you in a
And
good
I was like- I was like,
mood.
yeah,
You know what I'm
like-
saying? Like,
Because
yeah.
you know what?
Where's
Somebody
that
re-upped
energy?
the
Like,
other
that's
day.
it.
Somebody re-upped the old clips of like Sharp and AD arguing over San Diego being hard or not. And I'm watching the clips, and Trell is like in that clip, and his contribution in that podcast was like really good, really funny. He's like the lighthearted jester involved in the
Yeah.
conversation. And I have not felt that fucking energy watching a clip from that shit in so long. Like that motherfucker lost himself. And if he gets it back, then he
Bro, how you telling somebody they lost themselves when you literally allow other men to sleep with your wife and gangbang her? Literally. Like, huh?
could be successful. But
Maybe stop making fun of him.
I kind of doubt it. If he gets his swagger back, no,
It's
I'll be proud
honestly
of
a
him.
hard position for him to be
Stella
in, bro.
needs to
When
get
you
her
know
groove
you
back.
get under a nigga's skin. It's like,
Yeah.
if I'm having a bad day, I'm making sure you have one too now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a, I get it.
I had to
get
go
it.
For those of y'all who don't know, I got a chupacabra in the house. Don't worry about it.
through such a serious rebrand to like condition the audience to realize that I do not give a fuck. It took so long because I clearly gave such a fuck and was so
Six.
easy to rattle for so long that people were like, "Oh, I know how I'm gonna."
Six.
I could literally.
Stop.
You had a
shit
roast.
momentum.
Fucking
Bro, you had a roast, dog.
Yeah.
Literally.
You literally had an exorcism in front
You
of
didn't
all of
even
us.
sign up.
Yeah.
You're good forever.
My
So
bad,
long
man.
through
Oh,
such a
shit.
serious rebrand to like condition the audience to realize that I do not give a fuck. It took so long because I clearly gave such a fuck and was so easy to rattle for so long that people were like, "Oh, I know how I'm gonna." I could literally.
Bro, you had a
shift the
roast.
momentum.
Bro, you had a roast, dog.
Yeah.
Literally.
You literally had an exorcism in front
You
of
didn't
all of
even
us.
sign up.
Yeah.
You're good forever. Like, you can ask him. When I was texting him, I said, bro, I mean, if we're going to do like this No Jumper News Takeover thing, I vote for Lush.
Most definitely.
Yeah,
I don't even care that your shirt is missing a button.
It's missing a whole button.
He just missed the button.
I'm a whole ass Cali boy. You feel me? Like you got the flannel, the jeans and the chucks and the LA. Come on, man.
I like
it's
it.
a uniform.
Nah, I was
You
just
trying
saying
harder
it was
than Flacco.
coffee
Yeah, uniform for a fucking DTG JCat.
shop. It was
I'm,
like, yeah.
You know why? Because last night,
cocaine
what did Messi Marv say? I was playing with my nose
Hey,
last night. You
yeah,
feel me?
sitting on candy.
Yes, he playing with my nose.
Let's get back to your nose in 1 second. I just want to tell the fans out there that after we get done doing this podcast, approximately 2.5 hours, we are going to be doing a live stream, a separate live stream where we listen to music donations and read all the donations from the stream.
okay.
This is
Hey, I could be wrong, but I feel like I could be wrong. Stop me if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I admit being wrong. A live music review? I ain't never really seen y'all do that till your boy started doing that. It's a little bit of copycatterish going on, huh? A little copycatteration. I could be wrong. Hey, I could be ego. And if I'm ego right now, I take it and I will slap myself on the wrist if it's ego right now. But when they start doing live music reviews,
a stream that is not going to be archived on YouTube, so it'll just be in the moment. But we're going to be reading all the donations that come in during this, as well as playing songs, probably playing some of the shit that we fuck with as well. So shout out to everybody who's down to tune in afterwards for that. Yeah, we're going to probably take like a 5-minute break in between.
all right, man, we're finna get about it to the next. So make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe for more of this good content we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. Some news you can use, some knowledgeito. You can't get in nobody's collegito, big dog. Get into that if you ain't got into that. You already know the deal, y'all 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 know the deal. Hit the subscribe button, become part of this Rich Trapper Mafia, hit that notification bell at the top. Hit all say tapped in for the latest and the greatest of what we got going on. Y'all know the deal. So hit the subscribe button, become part of these Rich Trapper Mafia signature honey cigars. Get into those, you ain't got into those, as well as tasty live resin disposable cartridges. Get into these if you ain't got into those. We up out here to the next one, man. It's free up, red dot sliding to the left. Free Avenue Angel until he's free.
Even fuck says no